You were struggling.
But we are live.
Oh, hello, hello.
Nobody's in there, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Still being recorded. Hey y'all, it's Destiny.
It's Shanti
Tasha.
and Wendy. And we're back with another episode of
The Real MomCast. Real life, real talk, real moms.
Today's episode we'll be talking about the things nobody tells you about being a woman, a single mother, about growing up, etc.
They didn't tell us nothing.
You want to start with it?
I think I will. This one's a little personal.
Okay.
Let's just start from the beginning. Honestly, things no one told us about growing up. And just in general of when you get to the grown-up part, you have less freedom, right? Less freedom than when we were younger, and we wish for all this freedom that we have as adults. No, let's talk about what no one told us as a single mom. Nope, forget that. What no one told us as a single mom is we got to play both parts, all the time. You got to play your inner child and work that out while you're parenting as a mother, while you're parenting as a father. That is one of the hardest things I've had to learn, is that balance of being the nurturing mother I am, but also having to come through and be the father. Not that their father's not in their life completely, but in terms of being a single woman, yeah, I do a lot of fathering on my own as
In
well.
terms of financially and discipline.
What about whenever you have to do all of those things and you're trying to heal
Yeah.
from a situation?
That is the hardest part. Like I was saying, we cry alone. I cry alone so much.
Yeah.
But crying alone is that's one of the things that they didn't tell us. It's just your loneliness and, and feeling
the
those
loneliness
emotions.
that it brings, even with the child, even with them there every day because they don't go with their dad or whatever the situation is, you still feel alone.
You still feel alone. And even through those tears, you cry, you are sad, you are down, and you still have to
get up
pick up
and
Go to work.
do
Go
that
to
every
work,
day. Yeah.
show up with
Make sure the
babies.
bills are paid. Make sure you put a smile on your face.
Yes.
Give the world your energy. Show up for everybody else.
Make sure your child's still taken care of.
Still have to get them off to school, daycare.
Make sure that your children don't feel the heat.
Don't feel
That is
don't
the hardest
feel what
part
you're
for
going
me.
through.
Having the
That
four
is-
girls,
that
you
is
having three
super
girls,
hard. Like that's
as a
one
woman,
of the things
yeah.
that we actually talked about in our couple of podcasts ago. That like I feel like I literally projected a lot of what I was going through when they were growing up on them.
Yes.
You know, to the point where like when they would come to me and try to talk to me about certain things, I would be going through whatever I'm going through in my relationship, at my job, in my day-to-day life, financially, whatever, and I would just like blow them off. Like, hey, y'all, not right now, or leave me alone, or what, or you know what I mean?
Yes.
Just different things like that that now I see as definitely not healthy, and definitely things that areas where I went wrong as a parent
Yeah.
because of things I was dealing with
You were dealing with
as a double parent.
Yeah. Even me, when I was married to Robert for a long time, there was a time where like, we were already knew the marriage was over, but we were trying for the kids, right? And we were trying to just stay together for the kids. And there was a point where it's like really, really like that projection of being, knowing that this relationship isn't working and knowing that you're kind of putting a front for the kids, I would honestly project a lot of that onto my kids in my younger parenting too, because I was so lonely. But I was in a marriage, their dad was right there, I couldn't say anything, and I still don't say anything to them about their dad, but it was a different dynamic because we were married. So everyone on the outside is like, you're fine, it's cool, marriages have problems. But to me personally, like I felt that loneliness even then, and then I would project it, that's when I would do the
That's
most
the
projecting.
worst
'Cause I was
loneliness,
like,
to be
almost,
lonely
yes,
in a relationship.
in a relationship. And then
you got
it's
somebody
their
laying
dad
next to
too.
you and you feel lonely. I've
Yes.
already been there, done that, girl.
And then it's their dad, but they're not feeling like he's being their dad because he's, going through what he's going through and projecting on them. So then I'm trying to just put all my stuff aside and not project on them and just be this, oh, mommy's got you. And that is hard. That is so, so hard to do. Because I projected on them a lot. I'm better now. Yeah, there was a few fun subjects that Is that what that's what I was going into, right?
Yeah.
Like
You're fine.
basically,
Yeah.
like us doing it on our own, and the fact that we don't talk
So
about.
that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're good.
We don't talk about what?
How powerful as women are.
We don't talk about how powerful we are. I was just gonna say that goes into growing up as a scam. Because literally, you can't wait to grow up. You can't wait to grow up and become that adult. But you don't realize that the weight. You don't realize that sometimes you see, like, my parents were married. They've always been married until my mom passed away. So that's what I assumed life was about. I assumed that was going to be my journey. Like, you know what I mean? Because you just see, you are who created you. Like your environment. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's who you are, who you become. So in my head, when I got married at the age of 19 to Destiny and Shanti's father, I thought it was forever.
Of course.
So what I wasn't told as a woman is that things don't always last. Because all I ever seen was things lasting.
Yes.
My mother kind of like working it out. Not realizing that she was literally just setting herself aside as a woman, as a strong woman, to deal with certain things instead of standing up for herself. So me and the new generation decided that I wasn't going to allow certain things to happen to me because I've seen it all my life.
Yes.
And I wasn't going to allow those things to happen. So me standing up for me, my story is not me being married till the day I die. My story is me being a single mom and, you know what I mean, making that type of situation work.
Those lessons that you learned. And just teaching those to others. Sharing those with others, their experiences.
Yeah, I think no one tells you also about growing up, how it's just a repeat cycle. Like you get up, you do the same thing every day.
You think that's what you're thinking?
But how was that different from a child? Because when you were a child, you got up and you kind
But
of
I'm saying as a child, I didn't
realize.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I was tired of that as a child.
We got up and went to school every day, but at the same time, school doesn't work. We have friends, we have fun at school.
Ooh.
And then,
But you can have fun at work.
but at the same time, we had summer breaks. We had track out when we was out here. We weren't tied down
So
to
just,
one thing
yeah.
24/7.
Yeah, you just
So you
didn't have the
pay rent
burdens.
or you are homeless.
Yeah, you didn't have the burdens. You didn't have the responsibilities. You didn't have life. That was all put on me.
Yes.
And that's the reason why it all boils back down to, like, when I was struggling and when things weren't right in my life, me projecting onto them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's why I try now. Like I show my babies the struggles I go through, but I don't put it on them. But I want them to also understand, like, yeah, yes, mommy works very hard to pay the rent, and if I don't pay the rent, nobody's gonna pay it for us. We will be literally on the streets. Like that's the reality of like my situation with my kids and why I am so strong on making a better life for them right now and changing everything up and not allowing them to go through this same exact cycle. Like you say, like wake up, get up, go struggle, get the money, and pay the bills. I don't want my children to have to go through that same cycle. I want them to feel different, and that's why I think we talked about that earlier. Is that why we're still, we're still doing what we're doing. Like we're still trying to hustle and level up and make it better.
I hate that they feel like that's their life because I try to make their life so much better. Like I literally try to give them the tools to have the best life they can have. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like right now they could be paying what I'm paying,
Right.
Not even just that, just even, we have people watching and everything. YouTube, say something, somebody comment, somebody like, somebody do something so we know y'all are watching. Just to make sure we're live. Okay, she says she can see it now. What was I speaking on? Oh, just me trying to give them the tools to live a different life. you know, just even with the bartending situation with her, she has a nail license, you know, trying to, you know, get her out there to do that, but she's shy, so I understand, I get it. But, you know, just trying to give the tools for you to, because if she decided to do nails and be a self-employed nail tech, she makes her own schedule.
Oh yeah.
And she gets the bag, because you're gonna get the bag.
Oh, you can get
doing
that.
nails.
Especially nowadays, like the minimum you charge is $65, $75, and you can charge a $10 deposit for making the
And
appointment.
if she becomes the bartender that she wants to become, she gets the bag. Not only on top of getting the bag, she can regulate her schedule too.
And gain a new skill of the confidence skill. You already know how to bartend, but now perfecting that skill and using it as a skill to make even more money than you already make in whatever else you do is honestly just gonna be another power move for you.
But yeah, just trying to set up, just trying to, you know what I mean, just trying to lighten people's load.
Yes. Just
trying to lighten the load, you know what I mean? But things they don't tell you as a woman, you guys. This one is gonna be extreme. They don't tell you that you are truly you know, they always try to make it look as if like the man is the head, not to bash the superior, not to bash men. I'm not here to bash men. I promise you, I love men.
I know. I love a good man. I love a good. There are good men.
A good man.
A good
let
man.
me back that up. Let me back that up, because sweetheart, there's not. I've seen some. That's why I'm not giving up, because I've seen some.
Yes.
But they're very few and far. And I honestly wasn't put on this earth to really enjoy that type of situation. I'm put on this earth to kind of nudge you into your journey and kind of help you, guide you along on that type of aspect. So I attract a lot of men who need healing, a lot of men who are narcissists, not only because I'm here to heal and help you along with your journey, but also because my dad was one. So therefore, it just is what it is. Like, I have to heal myself so I can stop attracting those type of men. And I'm okay with that. But as a woman, they don't tell you that you are the head. You are the strong one. Without you, there is nothing. Literally, you are a creator of life. You are
the sustainer of life.
The pain that we can go through, that they cannot go through, the stress that we take on,
and still be able to nurture,
that they cannot take on, the way we daggone maneuver, the way we can multitask, the way we can still put a smile on our face and show up for the world, the way we nurture, the way we love, even when we're hurt. You are the head. And don't forget it, boo. And I said what I said.
Mm-hmm. And I think that it's not talked about that we are stronger.
Huh? What are you talking about? Why would you say somebody's name and what happened? Oh, God. Why would you say that person's name and what?
He's watching.
Don't mess with Shanti.
He's watching.
Anyway.
I think it's something that a lot of us don't talk about because us women are stronger. We are. And again, I'm not bashing men either. I'm at a point where I'm still open to love. I've had a lot of relationships that are not the best, but I also realize what I've settled for as well. So now at this point in my life with my boundaries, the men I'm dealing with are different types of men than I ever have. So I appreciate that, but I still understand my power as a woman and understand that truly, I'm not trying to take anything from the men that are in their kids' lives at all. But men could never, ever, ever truly take on the roles that us women do as women. That's why Mother Nature is mother. And
even just like cheating, like a man can cheat on you all day long, day in and day out. You go and talk to a man, and he is crying.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Like, what?
Yeah,
Well, not even just crying. It's all of a sudden you become a hoe. You become promiscuous.
Yeah, you're everything.
You become
but
all of these
they
awful
were doing
things.
Oh, they ain't doing that to me.
But yeah, you're just expected to take it.
Yes.
And that's crazy. And to be blamed as a woman for a man doing things like that is that's a whole nother burden that we do take on as women. A lot of times what us women don't do or do is what we're blamed for men's actions.
Oh yeah, that's called gaslighting though, and manipulation.
That's true.
And
That's just a
projecting,
whole nother.
and the list goes on.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's exactly what that is. When somebody's trying to tell you that they did this because you did.
Right, or because
What?
you didn't do this, or because you
Or you're
didn't say
explaining your
this.
feelings, and now it's time for them to
Explain
explain
theirs. This is my no.
Who?
You explain yours on your own time.
time.
This
Yes.
is my time. If you had a problem, you should have addressed it before I
Then,
addressed
when
mine.
it was a problem.
When it was a problem when I was
You don't
doing
get
it.
to address your problems when
When
I'm
I'm doing
addressing
Oh
mine.
my goodness, cheers to that.
Oh my God.
That is a hard thing because it has you confused at first. Like, well, okay, maybe
That's also gaslighting.
it's gaslighting at its finest. Look, we're not talking about what I did 2 weeks ago that you didn't say anything about because I'm bringing it up what you did now. Yeah, that's gaslighting.
We intimidate
A lot of men.
A lot.
A lot of men.
strong, independent women.
But be careful because if we intimidate them too much, we're called a bitch or harsh or
Oh no, we're a man.
or we're trying to be a man.
We're just like a man.
Oh, you're trying to be a man.
You're a man.
No.
You are just, what I'm saying, hard to deal with. You are just, too aggressive. Too aggressive. Who made me this way?
Mm-hmm.
I've had to handle everything from the time that I was put to be a mother. Like
Yes.
I've had to handle everything. I've had to, even when I was married, I handled everything.
Yes.
When I wasn't married, I handled everything. I've took care of me.
Without a
I have
choice. Without a
literally-
choice in the matter.
The list goes on.
Like
Everything
if
that I got
I
is
didn't do
because
it,
of
these
me.
kids would die.
So at the end of the day, you're right. I'm aggressive. You're right. I'm hard to deal with. You're right. I'm not about to accept anything. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're 100% right. It's me. I take full responsibility. I take full responsibility, boo-boo. It's me. It's me. And I will move on with my life peacefully. I'm not bothering anybody, and I don't want anybody bothering me.
I think that's fair.
Now,
That's fair.
on with the podcast.
Yes. And the things they don't tell us.
Oh, God. Yes. So, honestly, it was something I was going to bounce off that you were saying, and now I lost track of what I was going to say. But it'll come back to me. No, Wendy.
And they hate. I'm on the whole how we get treated as a single woman. Sometimes we get treated like we're
It's our fault.
like it's our fault.
I know.
Like
Hold up.
that's everybody.
Hold up.
That's
what I
even
was about to
women.
say.
Women do that
Yes.
to single moms. Well, you knew who you was having.
But let me say,
No, I did
let
not.
me say this. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with us. Hold up.
Yes.
Hold up. Cause I gotta bring it back because I'm real with me. So because I'm a little bit older than everybody in this room, I self-reflect like a mug. Like I'm not crazy. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I am gonna blame me. And because I seen the red flags, I knew in every situation, you have a woman's intuition, you feel it. And a lot of times we overlook it because, oh my God, I just don't want to be alone.
But you cannot blame yourself for it.
There is times where they manipulate, they act like they're a certain person. I just finished dealing with that.
Yes.
And really at the end of the day, they're somebody that you had no clue who they were. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna act as if like there's love bombing, there's gaslighting, there's manipulation. Like I know these things exist. I'm not saying that that's not true.
But I'm not even saying like on terms like that. I'm saying like, okay, you can know who this man is, but at the end of the day, just like I had to step up and become a mom, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. That's not something I wanted at 19, but I had to step up and do it. Why are we not holding them just as responsible.
I get that, but let me say this. My point is the first red flag happened way before you became a mother at 19. Did it or did it not?
No.
Stop lying. You know I don't do lying. So anyway, I'll call all y'all out. I'm not doing lying.
Yes.
So anyway, the first red flag happened probably within the first 6 months.
Yeah.
And we did not let that situation go. Why? We love them. Why? We can fix them. Why? We can change it. Why? They're crying. I mean, there's a list of things. I'm not saying, give yourself grace. I'm not sitting up here beating or bashing you at all. I'm simply saying that a lot of times we knew what was going on and we allowed it. So we can only...
I don't think that makes it our fault that he has a shitty dad.
I'm not saying it's your fault you have a shitty dad. I'm saying that as women, we have to learn how to love ourselves a little bit more. And when we see that first red flag, we have to learn how to walk away. That's what I'm saying. And I'm talking to myself too. I'm not just talking to you. I've seen plenty of red flags. And my dumb ass stayed for a whole year and 3-4 months. So
exactly, because sometimes you don't even notice until after the fact.
No. I seen them. No. I seen them. I seen them within the first probably month or two. I seen them. My intuition is ridiculous. Like I seen them.
I'm not saying everything, but there's some things that you don't even realize that they were doing until you're out of it.
Later on, okay, that's
and
cool.
You're reflecting on
that's cool.
What the hell just happened to me?
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
Kind of like what we
But
said.
at the end of the day, the first red flag, they gotta be gone.
Yeah, once you start learning those boundaries, once you recognize, okay, that's a red flag. Right?
The first red flag, they gotta be gone.
Right.
Because we gotta start as women collectively.
Oh, but what Destiny's saying is usually the only time we start to recognize those red flags later on is when we've already been through the experience of like, oh damn, that was a red flag. Now I know.
Now we're with the baby.
Okay, all right. So now in my next relationship, the first sign of that.
No. You've seen the red flag when he came and
Bye,
bust down the
Mom.
door. Before he was pregnant. That was a red flag, boo-boo. Why he's still here? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
Because I'm thinking of my marriage.
I'm not crazy.
Even like the first week. Yeah, there was.
I'm not crazy. There's things that have happened. There's things that have happened that you've seen, and I'm not saying this just for you. I'm saying this for me too.
But you can't see it when you're young. When you're younger, like when we don't have that as much.
No, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, I am not going to, like, yes, I see the red flags. Yes, at the end of the day, when I was pregnant, I knew that he probably wouldn't be anything, but that you have a
You
kid.
didn't even tell me that.
But you have a kid now, and the way that I had to step up is the way that you need to step up. You're a dad.
Yes.
But men get so much grace. It's not their fault. You seen who he was. You knew he wasn't gonna be. He's still.
Yeah, that's not fair. I get that.
But that's what we were saying.
Well, and that's where the deeply spiritual stuff has to go to, because I've kind of had to struggle with that too. Like I've had to struggle with being so upset with my ex-husband / baby daddy. Like you don't have to do half of what I do, and you get away with
you
it.
don't
and
have the
girls
responsibility.
love going to dad's house, and you don't even pay for
That's
it.
one thing. Oh my God.
And that's frustrating to see. But now, with the only thing that's helped me right now, yes, the only thing that's helped me right now to kind of see past that is. I'm serious. I feel that. Like I feel that. I'm telling you. Like
Stop playing with me.
That's Caden's favorite. Yeah.
And I feel that, but the only thing that stopped me, and it's actually made the kids see it even more, is I've like taken a step back and realized like, what's that phrase? Jesus knows your heart, baby. Like God got you. Like at this point, me stressing over what you're not doing, and I'm doing it, and me trying to make it so known, because that's where I was at a point where I was like, nah, everybody's gonna know what I do. Everybody's gonna know what I do for my kids, and you don't.
But there's no need.
There's no need, because when you like,
Everybody knows. There's no need.
and they see it even more when you sit back and you're like.
I didn't have to
Like
tell my
even
kids
now,
this.
like the other day I'm asking like, oh, did your dad need a ride? He asked me one time. I'm like, did your dad need a ride? He's telling me to get in the car. At first I would be like, all right, you want me to give you a ride to work? You're crazy. You're tripping. Now I'm just like, you need a ride or what? Like I almost feel bad for you at this point, because I'm still stronger than you. I'm still stronger than you. You are a grown man, and I'm still stronger than you, even through my crying, even through my sadness. Literally. that you gave me. You only you. I only have one baby daddy. This is the only one I gotta deal with, and this shit is hard sometimes because yes, it makes me mad that you get away. Like you said, they get away with it. They kind of get off
They pick and choose when they want to.
easily.
Trust me, I have a baby.
They get off
I have
easily.
two of them like that.
Yes.
So
And
I'm not,
society allows that too.
and
Like we
it-
were talking
it
about
has-
with the Facebook post with
yeah.
certain people. Society feeds into that. Oh, poor you, and they give
Yeah.
you a carrot. What? This man is gaslighting me. But okay, people don't see that. It's a lot of that fuzziness in society. That's how I feel.
Yeah, people love to post on Facebook.
People love to play victim on Facebook. People
Yeah.
love to put, oh, well, I'm gonna do this, and you're looking at that like, you would never do that. That's not who you are. What?
Nigga, I know you.
What? Please. But that's okay though. That's okay, because those are the ones. That's what I'm saying. I feel spiritually, those are the ones that'll be dealt with. That's
Karma, yeah.
Karma. Karma will come back around. I just hate that it's not on our time sometimes, but it's okay.
Comes on.
And it
Look
will.
at Ivy. Look at Ivy.
Yep. What goes around comes around. Goes
She's
around
so
comes right
cute,
back
though.
around. She is cute.
She's so
So she's being all nice.
Look at it.
She said, I'm not barking. I'm calm.
I was looking at my dog, y'all. I'm sorry. What else do we have on the list? We were so wrapped up in what women are, because it's the truth. You know.
And I think it's what we're a lot of all
All
girls
the
are doing.
women in the building.
Throw your hands up at me. Oh, my bad, y'all. I was there. No, I really like
Without flags for
This is a fun episode.
My bad. My bad.
You know what we should do one episode with all these people that want to be on the invite? We should invite and see if we can have some good conversations with them.
Who's asking that?
I don't know.
I don't think anybody.
Let me see.
No,
Aren't those with the like live
no, that would be harassment.
as a guest?
Invite to join a live or like.
Oh, so that's what pops up and then you just invite them?
Nobody wants to be.
Oh, that's fine.
No.
No.
Is that Diamond? Is Diamond there?
The diamond!
Probably not. She worked a little 8-hour shift. She's tired.
You ain't gonna come for my baby.
Mama Shanti said a little 8-hour shift. A little 8-hour shift.
You ain't gonna come for
Those
my
8-hour
baby.
shifts, man. They get
Hey
different.
Nicole. Say hey to Nicole, Wendy.
Nicole! Hey, Nicole.
And that's it.
Oh, so
Who's
sorry.
Nicole?
I forgot y'all know Nicole. My bad. Hey, Nikki. Thank you for joining. I don't know if I've seen anybody else, but whoever else is up here, we appreciate you guys for joining. We literally went on a rant tonight. A good one or a bad one. Either way, we went on a rant. I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
And we're trying to go new directions with it. So we want more involvement. We want to reach more.
More feedback about
No.
Producer said
more
no.
feedback about what we need, what you guys want to hear. Definitely what you guys want to hear, and I think that Shanti said we were going to do a giveaway when what?
When I hit 1,000 followers on the real MomCast TikTok that you people are not following,
You heard her.
Please follow.
You
Come
heard
on.
Mama Shanti.
Come on.
We want to start going live there, but we need to get more followers because that's what we're trying to grow that channel to actually kind of move and kind of leave my channel as something else. But you know. So, and YouTube, we love you guys out there. For the ones who are watching the live right now, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting us. For the ones who watch the live later, we love you. Kaden, say hey. You don't want to say hey? You don't want to say nothing today? Kaden will be 3 on Saturday, you guys. Can you believe it? For those who have been following me for the past 3-4 years, Kaden will be 3 on Saturday. We're having a birthday party, so Chuck E. Cheese it is. Oh my God. Anyway.
hey, comment down.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Yes. Hopefully everybody
Hope y'all are
gets
having
it.
a great time. Had a
Did
great
y'all see
time.
that cookie cake that said free at last?
Free at last, what?
Did y'all see?
No.
The cake at Publix? Yes. Did y'all see what the Publix thing on TikTok?
It was so ugly, and
It was
said
some
free
cake.
at last.
No, and one said free.
Yeah, one just said free.
One
And
had,
they were so ugly.
did y'all see that? Where this lady went into Publix and she seen like they had put Juneteenth like supposedly like food, cupcakes, cakes out or whatever, but it was nothing but cookie cakes. It was nothing but cookies with them writing on it. One said free at last, one said free, one said like it had like supposedly like an African, it looked like the Jamaican flag or something, and one had a fist. It was ridiculous, man. It was ridiculous. What's going on, Katie? What's going on?
Anyways, like, comment, share.
Thank y'all
Let's be
again.
Let
back.
us know what we should talk about. Yes.
Keep rocking with us, y'all. This is
Yeah.
fun. We enjoy this.
We'll be back next Thursday. Last Thursday we were in
Florida.
and we had a great time.
Comment down below if people say flow right. Thank you.